Shalom, shalom. First, I'm gonna start this lesson with calling on our power. Call halal, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shah Bahasham, Rakal Kadash, and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Shalom to the hopefully elect across the four corners of the earth, across the globe, wherever you might be. Shalom. This is the brother Baka War. I'm coming back with another lesson on the tribe of Judah. We're in the last days. This was a recent thing in Alabama. It's like a fight. I ain't gonna play it so they don't try to flag it, but you can look at it. It's pretty recent, like literally just today. It's a video you should definitely try to watch. My Alabama riverboat ride fight. In the tribe of Judah, man, they was messing Esau up, man. And I'm gonna get that, man, cause we in the last days, man. And this was prophecy, Genesis 49:1. And Jacob called unto his sons and said, gather yourselves together, that I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days. Okay, so Jacob told his 12 sons, which we are the 12 tribes of Israel, 12 lost tribes of Israel. So this is what he was telling them. Curse, verse 8, Judah. This was one of his sons. This was his fourth son, I believe. Judah, thou art he whom thy brothers shall praise. Thy hand shall be in the neck of thine enemies. Thy father's children shall bow down before thee. Okay, this is the head tribe, Judah. Okay. Now the spiritual thing about this is this. We're in the last days, and this is exactly what they're doing. Now, our enemies is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, okay? Deuteronomy 28. In this video, you're going to see so-called black men fighting so-called white man, and they was whooping them. 28, Deuteronomy 28 and 48. Therefore thou shalt serve thine enemies which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things. And that's what we did. We are in hunger till this day, subject to payments. We eat. We're never full. We never. He fucks with our diets. Okay. Nakedness. Okay. We just ain't got enough, man. For every reason, man. We in the want of all things, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. Okay. Yoke of iron. You put a yoke of iron, okay, and this is what happened to us. Now this is the enemy that it said, okay, and when you put a yoke of iron, that's what it says. We're gonna serve our enemies for the want of all things. Okay. 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again. Okay, so we're going to be brought to Egypt by ships. Egypt meaning bondage, and we're not going to see our land anymore. Okay, and we are the only nation that don't know who we are. We're the only nation that are diverse, because we're the 12 tribes of Israel, lost tribes. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies, again your enemies, for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. The transatlantic slave trade. That's what we're known for. That's why the first thing they call you is the N-word, going back into slavery. Or they tell you to go pick some cotton. Or they tell you to go back to Africa. Okay? That's being a proverb and a byword. But nevertheless, that's our enemies, man. Okay? So the Judah, man, the tribe of Judah, in the last days, his hand's going to be in the neck of his enemies. Okay, Judah is a lion's whelp. From the prey, my son, thou art gone up. He stooped down, he couched as a lion, and as an old lion, who shall rouse him up? Okay, and that's what happens. They was jumping this man in this video, and Judah and all them so-called black men, they started to get on Esau's tail, man. them Edomites, and they were whooping them badly, without a doubt. Okay, so yeah, man, this is the last days, man. Okay, these are the last days, man. So all the scoffing, and ultimately, the scriptures just say the Lord's gonna laugh at your calamities. Okay, He's gonna laugh at your calamities. Okay, but this is prophecy. Even amongst the doctrine, this is prophecy. Amongst the doctrine, okay, us knowing that, and Judah being the head tribe, because that's the gathering of the people, is also, this is the last days, man. Because this is what's happening. Yeah, man, the scripture said the Lord's gonna laugh at their calamities, mock you when your fear come up. It's gonna come, your fear gonna come as a desolation and destruction as a whirlwind. When distress and anguish come on you, you're gonna call upon the Lord, but He is not gonna answer. They're gonna seek Him early, but not find me. The scripture say they gonna seek Him early. So as soon as, in the day, but the scriptures say that in the day of His, in the day of the Lord's power, His people shall be willing. But it's gonna be too late. It's gonna be way too late, because our people have a conscience of righteousness in them, and that's the good thing, and it shows that we're the people. Because Jake did that in COVID, but the Lord ain't. Nope. You have to just be beside your daddy Esau, who don't give two shits about you. He don't give two shits about you. And he's the devil, and the Lord gonna come and destroy him. So hey, man, Lord's will, we be of that number, and we endure to the end, so the Lord will hear us. But I'm just skimming through it. You don't always gotta be be over righteous with it and be a robot, man. Okay, you got scorners and madness and people. Just do the work, man. With purity and fear of the Lord. Because the Lord knows if your work is pure. You could, okay, but for that they hated knowledge and you didn't choose to fear the Lord. Okay. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. But whoso hearkeneth unto me shall deal safely, man, and shall be quiet from fear of evil. That's the whole duty of man. Okay. I wanted to get just in the last days. Men shall be lovers of themselves, because that's more prophecy, knowing that we are in these times too, man. Because that's exactly what you got, That's why there's so many weirdos out here, Jake be buying shit that they don't need, the fact that people only deal with someone because they kissing their ass. Jake don't like to be reproved. Jake hate that stuff, and it's better just not even to shed a word with a 2/3, because they so quick to snap on you or to get mad at you. They ain't got no love in them. Then you got ready to whoop them. And I'm not even saying we gonna get carnal. It's not even about that, because furious anger wasn't made for men. It's not even about beating nobody up. But as as a man, you know how that goes. But at the end of the day, simply put, then you still have to deal with their folly on top of that. The lies Jake tell. Jake is wise and evil, and if not before, now probably more than ever, the lies Jake tell, the deceitfulness in Jake, man, it's crazy. Yeah, man, but that's why this place gotta go, and that's why we just gotta continue to do the work, man. You shall be loved. shall be lovers of themselves. I'm trying to find a video. Hold on. Okay, Slakia. Skipping over a second. Timothy 3 and 1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. Okay, and that's why it's been extra much crazy, and spirits been out here heavy, because people are even more wicked more now than ever before. And through all the things that our people are being warned, our people not just being warned by the prophets alone, but they're being warned by, their own celebrities, Kyrie, Kanye, and then they they're rebelling because of their daddy Esau, making a song like Kanye crazy, Jake continues to rebel because of Esau, and that's gonna destroy them, man. These perilous times have come, and it's hard to deal with a person that has no understanding or no will to do good. Verse 2, for men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers. Yep. That's exactly what's going on right now. Men are lovers of themselves. Whatever could profit them, that's what they not worried about, any good that can come out for others, but for their own filthy sakes. Covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy. Without a natural affection. Yeah, man. Without natural affection. A lot of these, like, for example, I'm gonna bring it up. These women. The women have compassed men. It was written in Jeremiah that this should happen. But the thing about these women is they are unnatural. Okay? They are unnatural. The things that they do is without natural affection. The way that they treat men is without natural affection. The scriptures say, he that have shown no mercy, shall receive no mercy. Mercy rejoiceth against judgment. And these days, you got all these OnlyFans women with little young kids, they hoes, they're not raising their children up the way they should be. They're terrible parents, to be transparent. Then, on top of that, they're not obedient to their husbands. Then on top of that, they don't really fear the Lord. You got all these women out here that act like they fear the Lord, and they speak about him, but you just use his name in vain. Then Esau then gave them, license to carry and stuff like that. So they think they're tough now. Now they think they're men. Now they think they're, gangster or whatever. So women are without natural affection. As for men, they are as well. But if you do enough, you might break the code with Jake. You might crack the code with Jake. Jake might eventually become a natural for a few minutes. I don't see that happening in these women. If they say anything good, I think it's a lie. So without natural affection, it's a lot of madness going on with them women, man. It really is. So they're gonna get a taste of the judgment for sure. Truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers for those that are good. Again, Jake furious now. Every Jake is a thug now. No one is just a normal dude. Like, I don't want no smoke. If you do meet a guy like that, he probably committing 10 more abominations, and I speak as far as not naming no names, of course, but you know, boy, there's a lot of ungodly stuff going on. That going back into that unholy. Traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of God. Having a form of godliness but denying the power thereof, from such turn away. Okay? You know, so, and look, man, it's going to be a lot of judgment that go out. You know? Because that's just as bad as you not serving him at all. By you knowing you can do good and not doing it as sin, as it says. Okay? You having a form of godliness but denying the power. Okay? You going about it establishing your own righteousness. Yeah, man. So with that, you know, and lovers of pleasures more than lovers of God, man. You know, people don't give the credit to the Lord no more, man. You're more worried about, you know, saving up for a car or for things that just simply that are gonna pass on, man. Okay. Things that are gonna pass away. Things that are, you know, not gonna be here forever. You know, things that are not godly, things that are not you know, think about it with a godly mind. Think about things like, I want to do something to make the Lord proud of me. It's not to saying you gotta be over righteous, but you know, it's like, you know, you don't see that, man. So with that, you know, hey, man, we are in the last days, and you see these things happening. Do you see Judah, you know, putting his hands on the neck of his enemies, you know, and yeah, so we in the last days, man, you know, and this is Babylon the Great, and we go into that enough. So yeah, with that I want to say shalom.